Hey, I'm PC. So today we are going to talk on distraction. What comes to mind when the word distraction is mentioned? So distraction is simply something that tries to take your mind off focus, that deviates your attention from the real thing. So when you apply distraction to real life situation, I could simply say that distraction is something that takes your attention from your purpose. You see, according to my moon, there is something that is meant for you to start, which ought to be finished. So, most of us start out in life very optimistic, and to us, nothing seems impossible. We start out with all those youthful exuberance, and we want to achieve real great heights. But what actually matters is what becomes of you in the process of achieving all those things. So, as you take this relevant step into becoming somebody reasonable and responsible in life, you should be very, very wary of distraction. Everybody aims for the top. Everybody desires to make impact. In fact, when you ask most of us, our desires is to change the world, to do this, to do all of that. But you find out that despite that so many persons crave for it, at the end of everything, just a few persons are able to achieve that envious feat. And what's the cause of that? Distraction. So, briefly, I'm going to give an illustration, and that illustration is just a proper look into what becomes of us, what becomes of our lives when we deviate from our God-given purpose and assignment. So, my illustration goes this way. A little boy was sent by the father to go get him food in a nearby restaurant. So, the boy picked up the place, got everything ready, and then left. So on his way going, due to the urgency of the message and everything, he was like running, and he was like very fast to do the message. So, but along when he was done, as he was coming back along the line, he came to a place where they were playing football match, and then gradually he started slowing down until he finally came to a stop. He picked up interest in watching the football match, and then from there he indicated interest in playing, and he was delegated. So he was able to do all those he was able to dribble and all of that, and he really changed the face of the game. And but the issue is that when night came, the owner of the ball picked up the ball. The crowd, everyone was gone. Everyone disappeared. The boy now remembered. That was when reality dawned on the boy that he was actually sent to go and buy something. So he went to the place where he kept the food. But unfortunately for him, the food was no longer there. He was like, but I thought I kept this thing with some persons here. What could be the problem? So he went there, he picked up the dirty place and all of that, and he started going home. But this time around, he was already crying, and he wasn't too confident of himself to go meet his father, knowing fully well that the message he was sent on, he couldn't accomplish it. So as he was going home, he got close to the house, and he was crying and hiding in the dark, and some persons were like asking, what's actually the problem? Why are you hiding in the dark? Why don't you just go? So they were surprised when they saw the guy with an empty place, very dirty and tattered, and also he was actually crying. They were like, what's the problem? He was like, my father is going to beat me. My father is going to punish me. Due to the fact the boy understands the consequence of an accomplished mission. So snap out of that and come back to real life. We all here on earth are sent on a specific assignment. Your life here on earth is not just by accident. Just know it for sure that you are not sent into this earth to populate the earth or to make the population of the earth more dense. No, you are sent here for a specific reason. That's why you should be very, very careful of distraction. So you should watch. When people are hailing you, when they are clapping for you, you are doing some kind of stupid, nonsensical, childish things, and people are clapping for you. They are hailing you. You should not just square your shoulders up. Those people that are hailing you today, you might not see them tomorrow, and that is the fact of life. So there are so many people, there's so many losers in life, people that, according to me, I'll just call them people no future ambition. They are aimless in life. They don't have a direction. They don't know where they are going. And you that have a direction, they definitely wouldn't want you to get there. So you should be what, very, very careful of what the people you mingle with. So it's much more better to be alone than to be in the company of very wrong friends. You see, a mirror, as we all know, reflects the face of a man. Hmm? But what actually shows what a man truly is the company of friends he keeps. So when I talk, can also be a distraction to you. Your co-workers can be a huge distraction. When you set out to do something, just do yourself this simple favor and do not lie to yourself. If you really, like, you are passionate about achieving something, you really want to accomplish the assignment that God has given you to do, then you have to do yourself that favor of what? Getting out of what? Distraction. I have to ask you this question. Everybody listening to, I have to ask, what are you making out of your life? Are you making your life better, or are you making it worse? Are you making progress, or are you retrogressing? What is the actual thing? Or you are just stagnating in life. You don't have a direction. There's not anything that comes just goes for you. So you should be what? Very, very careful of what? Distraction. And then you should note one important thing. When everything here on earth is all over, because purposely your life is an assignment. When everything here on earth is over, we are going to go over to the other side, and then you are definitely going to give an account. And then you ask yourself this question: when you step before God, and then He asks you, "The life I gave you, what did you do? What are you going to say? What are you going to say?" So understand that your life is a what? It's a huge assignment, and you should what? Not allow distraction or any other thing to take you away from fulfilling your purpose. So, bye.